is a Bramble Jam podcast.
It's Wednesday, December 2nd. Smells like taking the day off to me. Oh, yeah.
I did the Home Alone, you know,
did.
when...
Yeah. He's excited
Yeah.
to be home alone.
Yeah. I
Got
made
it.
my family disappear. It's December 3rd.
Mhm.
2nd? 3rd? 2nd.
Second.
How many Christmas movies have you watched, Dan?
Elf, I've watched Miracle on 34th Street. I've watched
How many have you watched
Christmas in Connecticut?
not for a film and a movie?
Not for filming a movie. How many Hallmark Christmas movies are there?
So you
No
watched
Hallmark,
Elf.
no film and movie. It's just Elf. That's the total.
How many do you have on your... Do you have a rotation? Do you have
with kids that are 4 years old, we don't really sit and watch a lot of full movies.
You don't watch them, though, you and your wife, after the kids go?
We'll watch new stuff.
It's almost like you're completely different than me.
Yeah, I would say so. Like, I'm down. Like, if somebody's like if you wanted to watch the Santa Claus, like, I would meet you up here and watch the Santa Claus for
I've
sure.
already watched it.
Yeah, I know. You went to the theater, paid money for it.
$5.
Theater's empty.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
It's great.
Great.
Here's the thing. This is,
If you had to take one of the movies
this is
out
all
of
I'm
your
gonna say
yearly
about-
rotation,
take
one of them
out
that you could not watch
Well, here's
ever
the thing,
again.
though. I want to throw some titles at you that are in my yearly rotation.
Okay.
Just to see your reaction
Okay.
to it. Jingle All the Way.
Oh, sucks.
Um,
That movie's so bad.
Christmas with the Cranks.
It's better than Jingle All the Way.
Critics don't think so.
No,
Critics
critics
hated
hated
Christmas.
Jingle All the Way.
They hated Christmas with the Cranks.
They did hate Christmas with the Cranks. Have you ever seen Surviving Christmas with Ben Affleck?
I have not.
That movie's terrible.
Yeah.
That's what I think of when I think of bad Christmas movies. I think it came out in theaters like October 7th.
My wife loves The Holiday.
Oh.
So I've
The Jack Black?
Yeah, Jack.
Oh, my gosh.
Jack Black's a composer.
And it's a Nancy Myers movie,
Yeah.
so it never ends.
Yeah.
The Holiday, I sat through once. My wife and I watched it. I was like, never again. Never again. I would take Jingle All the Way or Christmas with the Cranks.
And I like Four Christmases.
Dude, Four Christmases, the scene in the church,
It's
it gets me every time.
It doesn't get much better.
Every time. The movie just runs out of steam. The first 45 minutes.
I agree with that. I agree with that one.
Four Christmases is great. And then it's just like nowhere to go. We've already introduced Robert Duvall. We've already done the church scene. And then it's like, we got nothing left in the tank.
A couple of movies that I think have gone under the radar, everybody, if you're looking for some. One, and I've been talking to you about this and you haven't seen it over the last couple of years, is
Yeah.
Arthur Christmas.
Oh my God.
It's great.
Okay.
Second, there is a movie on Netflix, and I think it's from in England somewhere.
In the England
In
somewhere.
England somewhere, or maybe Australia.
Is this the one that Sleepy Kitty Paws keeps talking about?
I don't know.
What is it?
Get Santa.
Get Santa.
On Netflix. It's great. It's a really it's fun.
There's one that she always talks about that's got Martin Freeman in it that she says is really,
Freeman.
really good.
And also, but speaking of Sleepy Kitty Paws, she watched Anne and the Apocalypse for the first time this year.
Yeah, it's big fun.
That's a great movie, too.
Big fun.
Lots of fun Christmas movies for you.
Yeah, you had never. We watched that together on a plane.
I had seen it.
You had seen
You
it.
had not
I had
seen
not
it.
seen it. That's
Yes.
right. Yeah.
Hey, Bramble
So
Jam
today's
Plus.
Christmas movie day?
What's
then?
that? No, it's
Today?
not. It's Fritter Day, everybody.
All right.
It's Fritter Day. It's National Fritter Day.
4 minutes of free movie talk right now.
That was. Dan, I know you better than most people.
Oh, yeah, that's accurate.
I spend more time with you than most people.
That's also accurate.
I know that you're down to fritter every once in a while.
I can fritter with the best of them.
You can fritter with the best of them.
With the best of them.
Well, we're here to talk about the fritters, everybody.
Yeah.
Not just the apple fritters, but fritters of all kinds.
All kinds.
Because it's National Fritter Day. The other day, I went to my favorite donut place, Dan, Donuts, in Simpsonville.
Yep, it's a great place.
Called Donuts. Mm-hmm. And my wife loves the apple fritter from Donuts. So some days I'm, out that way and I'm like, I'm going to
Get the apple fritter. That's a good.
surprise the wife.
That's a good husband.
So I go to get the fritter and they say no fritter here.
What?
I know.
No, we're out of apple fritters.
Yeah. You got any bear claws?
I'll go check. So you go get your wife.
Yes, I thought you were going to do that. No,
we're out of pear claws.
So I go to get her one. They're out. And I say, do you have anything else in the Fritter family?
In the Fritter family.
And they say, no, but Dan does know about National Fritter Day.
So you asked them about if they had any other in
Fritter.
The Fritter family.
In the Fritter family.
That's right. Wow, it's weird that you would bring up the Fritter family because that actually plays into the history of apple fritters. And I didn't want to do this because it is a family show, but we have to talk about Sleazy Pete Fritter.
Okay.
I know. I didn't want to talk about
it
any more than you want to talk about. But look, if we're going to talk about Apple Fritter Day and we don't bring up Sleazy Pete.
It's just a surprise because in pre, you specifically said you would not bring up Sleazy.
How do you expect me to give the honest to goodness truth about Fritter Day without Sleazy Pete Fritter?
No one knows more than me.
No one knows more than you. Do you want to take it from here then? Nobody knows more than you. Sleazy Pete Fritter. Go ahead.
It was 2004.
Yep.
And Sleazy convinced me, I was underage. He got me a fake ID.
Yeah.
My name
you were
was
12.
My name was Lando Carver.
Lando Carver.
He was also underage, but he had a guy,
Yeah.
So we went to Orlando.
Uh-huh.
And we were going to go into one of those clubs.
Yeah. Yeah. I know the kind.
And Sleazy didn't even make it to the club. Sleazy said, this is what he did. This is what he did. We were waiting outside the club. And Sleazy said, hey, wait here. He never came back. The next day, I had to go to the store for something.
Yeah.
Cheese. And I'm in the cheese aisle walking at it. And I kid you not, this is so true. I turn because I got the cheese. Yeah. And you know how when you turn, sometimes the aisles are this way.
Yeah, yeah.
His head poked out. He saw me and he just ran the other. Like it was like a quick poke and ran back. And I said, "Sleazy." So finally, a couple of people held him for me. Thank God for them. And I talked to him and I was like, "Sleazy, what happened, buddy?" And he was like, "I got into a very serious fritter war." And I said, "What is a fritter war?"
Yeah.
And he said, it is when multiple people bring their best fritters to the table.
Yeah.
And I said, do you just have that ready to go? And he said, I always come prepared for fritter wars.
Yeah.
And he said, I won. And one thing led to another.
Hiding in the cheese aisle.
And
that is the history of National Fritter Day.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
Fritters come in a variety of forms, Dan, from morsels dipped in flavorful butters to bits of dough stuffed or filled with delicious surprises.
I don't know.
All of the varieties are deep fried, so that's one thing they all have in common, and served hot with dips, drips, or dustings of seasoning, sweets, and sauces.
Okay.
Found in cuisines all around the world, fritters are believed to have first been consumed by ancient Romans. They then introduced them to Europe, most commonly filled with fruit or cheese. They can also be filled with savory meats, seafood, and vegetables. Did you have any idea?
A seafood fritter?
A seafood fritter.
I don't know.
So I think what we're getting at, Dan, and I think you'll back me up here, if you want to celebrate National Fritter Day, first take the day off.
Yes.
And try and do some research of some different types of fritters that you could try out tonight. Maybe it's a seafood fritter.
I don't think I'm putting seafood anywhere near a fritter.
A corn fritter.
Okay. Now, so corn fritter, my grandma, God rest her soul, every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas would make these things. They're basically called Johnny cakes or hoe cakes, and they're just pressed down corn fritters. It's just like almost like their bark on the outside, like a brown burn on the outside from the Skittle, and then you bite in and there's just a little bit of soft. It's my favorite thing in the world. I can never recreate them. If that's considered a fritter, because it's not stuffed with anything, it's just slammed cornmeal down. If that's a fritter, I'm back in. But I was off this train early on.
What's a potato fritter?
I don't know.
Let's see this. We asked you guys yesterday about the best type of fritter. We'll get into that in just a second. And I think some people are going to be surprised to find out that there's more than just apple fritters. We'll get to that
right after this.
in just a second. Wow.
Oh, boy.
Man, that was good.
That was good stuff.
So many fritters, so little time.
You sound like you've already had a few. You're ready to call it a day.
Well, you bring me back. You do this to me. You know how the fritter story affects me.
So many times.
You know how the fritter story affects me.
You said you know it better than anyone. I was going to tell your story about the cheese aisle, and you said, I know it better than anyone.
It was one of these numbers. You know that one?
I know that one.
You hear about this one? We asked you yesterday, describe the perfect fritter. Dan?
Yeah, I don't eat many fritters.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah, please do.
Is a funnel cake a fritter?
I don't think so because I think...
But it's dough, fried, dusted with...
But it has to be stuffed, right? Fritters are stuffed. Because I love a funnel cake. I love an elephant ear, which is a very southern thing. If you know what an elephant ear is, God bless you. But like stuffed, it's usually, when I think of fritters, I think of either... But an apple fritter's not stuffed. It just tastes like apples.
Yeah. So that would... If an apple fritter's a fritter...
Then a funnel cake could be a fritter.
Funnel cake's my favorite fritter. Final answer.
Funnel cake fritter.
We're going to call them... For now on, they're going to be called funnel fritters.
Funnel fritters.
Funnel fritters. Shannon gets straight to the point here.
Yeah.
Jalapeno corn fritters with garlic crema.
Dude, Shannon, 1211 Lawrence Road, Suite
How do you
C.
send that? Jalapeno.
Dude, a jalapeno corn fritter?
With garlic crema.
Bring it. I assume the garlic crema's on the side or put on afterwards.
Like crema.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah, crema.
To say. Crema.
But you don't even have to send the crema. I can get that here. Just the fritter, though, I'm in for that.
Yeah.
If you
Now, Anna also gets straight to the point here. And I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
Spiced crisp.
Crips. What about the Bloods? What are we doing right here?
You read it.
Yeah, crisp is tough. Crisp is a tough word. Anna says spiced crisp apples tossed in cinnamon sugar within a perfectly glazed pillow with a golden crispy exterior. Not cripsy. That sounds like it
So
should
that's
be
an apple
said.
fritter, right?
Yeah.
Apple with cinnamon sugar.
How about Erica said an apple fritter from Hole in the Wall Diner on 192 in Kissimmee, Florida. You know the one.
Oh, I know Kissimmee. Boy, do I.
Man.
Michael wants to know if there's any other types of fritters besides apple. Well, listen to the pod, Michael. We did it, everybody. We talked about fritters.
Yeah, we did. Brian said, I do want to read Brian.
Sure, Brian. He always brings it.
Well, you start out by looking up what a fritter is, and that's as far as I can go because I've never had a fritter. Wow.
Wow, Brian.
Had a fritter.
You've never
before.
even had an apple fritter?
Bold. And then Megan says apple extra crispy. Classic apple fritter, warm and melty? I've never melty.
Melty.
I don't know, guys. You ever do the
Spice?
cheese? You ever do the cheese on the apple pie? Have you ever seen this?
I've only seen it in Dash and Lily.
I've seen it other places too.
I've never seen
it. It sounds disgusting to me, but people swear by it.
Cheese on pie. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Hey, we want to know tomorrow, what is your most memorable living situation? Your most memorable living situation. We're going to get to those stories here tomorrow. Until
Fritter Day flew by.
Huh?
Fritter Day really flew by.
Fritter Day did flow by.
Fly by.
Fly by. Flew by
Are
night.
you okay?
I'm a fly by night fritter boy. You know what I mean?
Fly by night fritter boy.
We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, take the day off. And here's Palahaku.
An unsteady thought can lead to unsteady feet. Captivate your thoughts. Have a great day, everyone.
That was only 2 lines, I'm pretty sure. An unsteady thought can lead to unsteady feet. Captivate your thoughts.
That's 3.
So he split the first line.
Unsteady thoughts
An unsteady thought can lead to unsteady feet. Captivate your thoughts. It worked. It's a haiku. It's a haiku, everybody. We did it.
We done it that one. We went. We spent hours. We spent hours in pre-show prep saying, is it not? Can we play this one? Does it go against what we believe in? Woo! Cheese, I'll pop out.